What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day as always. As you guys can see, we're at Dylan, the owner of Jeep Guys Online. We're at his house with a couple of his Jeeps, and I'm going to be making some videos on the JL and the Gladiator. This is actually a launch edition Gladiator, if you guys didn't know, so this thing's pretty sweet. So you guys can expect a video on this, that. He also has an XJ way up there that I'll also be making a couple of videos on. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So this video is actually going to be on my favorite mods that you can do to a Jeep JL. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. So for starters, my favorite mod that he's done to this JL is the Quake LED chop kit. So as you guys can see, the fender's a lot more narrow, and actually a lot of people don't believe this, but these are the factory Rubicon fenders, obviously paint matched in the granite crystal color, which looks amazing. And then you have the Quake LED chop kit, which these light up all kinds of different sequences. They have the amber light on the side, so they're completely street legal. And it's a very solid kit all around. So these products will be linked down below in the description for you guys to check out. Definitely recommend checking out Quake LED, as they have some pretty awesome products for the JLs. Real big fan of these chop kits. I haven't really seen any other ones of this quality on the market, but let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. So possibly one of the best mods for any Jeep is actually going to be these side steps by Rockslide Engineering. So if you guys haven't seen these, check this out. Open the door, the step comes down, step up, hop in the Jeep. When you're done, close the door, and those close up right behind it. There's also a switch in here that when you have your doors off, you can go ahead and turn that off, and it'll make these so they don't come down. That way if you're off-roading with no doors, or you just have no doors on or anything, steps won't be down the entire time, because that would be a huge hassle. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. So again, back on the front end, we have a ZKD Customs grill insert. Now I actually run these on my Jeep too. I'm about to put one on the WJ, but these are really cool additions to the Jeep. And as you guys can see, the gray and black US flag looks awesome on this color, and he makes all kinds of different designs and all kinds of different styles, and makes them for just about every Jeep actually. Even if it's a WJ, XJ, YJ, he makes them for every Jeep, so make sure you guys check him out. Again, all these products are linked down below in the description, but for around $100, this is probably one of the coolest and most unique mods you can do to a Jeep JL. Now this one might just be personal preference, but these yellow lens covers look amazing in my preference. Kind of like rally racing cars and stuff like that. He also has the yellow caps for the headlights. He does not have those on right now, but they look sweet when you have the yellow on yellow. I forget exactly who makes these, so I will link them down below once I ask him, and get the link to their products and everything like that. But I don't think they were crazy expensive, and they look amazing on this Jeep, especially on the granite crystal color. It just looks so good. So let's go ahead and move on to steering. So on pretty much any Jeep you're going to build, steering is a very important key to building a solid Jeep, especially when we're running these massive 40-inch tires, bead locks, off-roading, doing all the kind of stuff we do. Steering is definitely a necessity. He has some Steer Smart Yeti steering, and this stuff is very beefy, especially for a pretty simple install and relatively bolt-up setup. So definitely check them out. That's a very nice steering setup. And the price is not too bad on those actually. Obviously it's not top of the line as in off-roading and everything like that, but it's a very solid setup, and nonetheless definitely worth the price. And if you guys have not upgraded your steering on not just your JL but any Jeep that you're building, pretty much anything you're building for off-road, anything like that, definitely upgrade your steering and look into Steer Smarts, or there's a ton of other options, but I really like the Steer Smart setup Dylan has on his JL. Now let's go ahead and move to the inside. Disregard all this stuff. We were actually installing Adam's drive shafts today, but we were missing a couple tools, so we have to figure that out another day. Adam's drive shafts, always a good mod to do to your Jeep. Amazing drive shafts, best in the business. But let's go ahead and go to this. So he actually has his OEM seats, so stock seats with harnesses. And now I know he gets a lot of questions on how he runs that setup. So he has a rock hard harness bar which I also have this exact harness bar on my Jeep. It's a very, very simple install. It attaches to the pillars here, the B pillar, runs across the back of the seats, and that's where you attach your harnesses. So as far as harnesses go, Dylan has the bar tack harnesses, and I will link these down below in the description, but I do know he gets a ton of questions about these, so I figured I'd mention it. A lot of people don't know that you can run harnesses with your factory seats, so I figured I'd go ahead and throw that in the video. It's a really cool detail, and it looks really, really clean in this. He also kept his stock seat belts for daily driving, which I totally regret not keeping my stock seat belts because it's the biggest hassle to daily drive with harnesses, especially the ones with one clip down here. This one's actually a pretty cool setup. It's just the like normal seat belt buckle. So it's a pretty simple harness to use, but nothing's worse than daily driving with harnesses. So I do regret not keeping my seat belts. If you guys do this, definitely recommend keeping the seat belts in your Jeep. Now this next mod seems to be either love it or you hate it, but it's going to be the spare tire delete. Now this is a really, really clean one, but there's a ton of different options out there. This one actually comes with your license plate lights, reverse light, everything you need to get this set up and make it legal and everything like that. So I will link this one down below as well. I can't remember off the top of my head who made this. Also has somewhere integrated for your backup camera, and I think the Jeeps look great without a spare tire. As you guys know, my Jeep has no spare tire on the back. Also, once you get to 40s and huge heavy wheels, heavy tires, everything like that, you gotta do something with the back, whether that be buy a super expensive tire carrier or what. My preference is to just throw the spare tire in the back of the Jeep when I go off-roading and let it go from there. But definitely recommend looking into doing a spare tire delete. It's an awesome mod that totally changes the look of the Jeep. But those are some of my favorite Jeep JL mods. So let me know what your favorite mods you guys do to your JLs is down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about that. If you guys agree with mine, disagree with any of them, let me know. Make sure you guys share some of your favorite mods so that way people watching this video can check it out. As always guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.